Friends of University United Methodist Church, here's my invite for you. But first, I want you to remember back to the very best invitation you remember receiving. I want you to really think about it, so I'm going to give you a moment just to sift through your memories. And once you have one in mind, I want to ask you a few questions about it. How did you receive this invitation? Was it through snail mail, email, in person? What was it an invitation to or for? A special occasion, a wedding, a graduation, a dinner party, a baptism, a date? Looking back from where you sit now, what about the invitation made it so great? Was it because of who sent it? Was it because it changed your life somehow? And last question, how did getting this invitation make you feel? Wanted? Like you belonged? Cared for? How did it make you feel? Beloved, the Christian life and community is all about invitation. We are the ones who get to do the inviting. If you heard this sermon last week, then you know that the model for discipleship, the model for changing one's life that Jesus used, is an invitational model. Come and see. And one person's coming and seeing sparks another and another and another. Lives are changed, and the story grows because someone felt this Jesus, who he was and how he lived, was worthy of attention and invited another. This is how Christian community, the church, is formed. Invitation. But our willingness to invite others is based on how passionate we are for something, how much our lives have benefited from or been changed by something. In order to invite others, we also have to know what we are inviting people to or into. We have to know why it matters to us. Each church, each group of people has a slightly different God-given mission, calling, purpose, or why. It is the why we exist. That is the conversation that I want to invite us into. It is the conversation that will ultimately drive all other conversations and decisions. It is the most important thing. For us together to articulate why we exist, why it matters that there is a University United Methodist Church in College Park, Maryland. And I believe our why is revealed through the stories that we share that matter to us. I know there's a lot going on in our minds. I know there's a lot going on in the world right now. I also know that there will always be a lot going on, and there will never be a perfect time for this work. So here's my invitation to you. I'd like to invite you to answer the following questions on this Google form. Although they are important questions, you don't need to spend hours thinking about them or mulling over them. In fact, I'd rather you answer immediately based on what your gut tells you, based on what you are feeling. There are no right answers in these questions. They're an invitation to share stories with me, with one another, and with our council. If typing isn't your thing, because these are story-based questions and it invites you to type out a story, call me. Share with me your answers by phone. I would love to hear them. In fact, I can't wait to hear and read all of these stories. So thanks for your participation. And as always, I'm humbled and grateful to be your pastor. Peace to you.